What's up, guys, and welcome to another episode of the Bubba Speed Career Mode in MotoGP 20. And it is, of course, the moments that I unfortunately noticed in the previous video, which is that well, the next race was going to be Silverstone. Of course, by far my least favorite track on the entire MotoGP calendar. Probably my least favorite track that I've ever raced on a MotoGP bike ever, considering like all previous additions and removals to the MotoGP calendar. It's just, I fucking hate this track with a passion. There is nothing that I can redeem about this track. And yeah, I never look forward to being here. And you can of course have the displeasure of watching me go through it on the rain. Now, I've been having a little bit of a theory as of late, and I feel like, I think I was talking about this in the Assen video. Like, I feel like the number one issue I have with Silverstone is that because the track is so damn dark, as of course we have we're a second faster than first right now in the first sector, which is bizarre, but I feel like that's probably like only because it's the first sector, and that's a relatively cheese sector if you do things correctly. But like, I just feel like, I don't know, it's like, if you look at Assen, for example, Assen, oftentimes the track is dark, it's gray, it's raining, etc. But the good thing about Assen is that the strips on the fucking side, the grips are white and blue and red, so they pop, and they're nicely set out to where you can see them. You know, you can see them pretty nicely. You know what I mean? In this fucking track, it is absolutely not the case. As of course we go flying wide. That's definitely not the track's fault. That's my fault. But that is not the case in any way whatsoever on this damn track. It's like extremely gray. Everything is just really fucking dark, and it's not fun to look at. It's not good to look at. It hurts my eyes, and I hate coming here every single time. I just there isn't a single redeeming feature of this track, I would say, for me personally, as we have lost our entire second that we had, and we've gone down by almost a full second. So we have essentially been 2 seconds slower in the last sector. We were still faster actually in the second one. We were down. Yes, we had lost 0.6 of a lead, but we were definitely nowhere near. We were nowhere near as slow as we were in that third one. So devastating, absolutely devastating. But it is what it is. Qualifying fifth, no, sixth. Sixth isn't terrible. Sixth isn't bad. It's a lot better than I would have expected, to be honest. 1.2 behind Marcel Schroeder. It's not terrible, but it's also not great. So yeah, not looking forward to the race. I am not looking forward to this race. Never am. I hate this track with a passion. I just don't think that it's possible to hate a track more than this one, and it's always been the case and always will be. But let's make the best out of it. We have a decent starting position, and we can potentially, if we can just keep things clean, even though it's pouring rain, if we can just keep things clean and be intelligent, then there's a chance that we can at least do something in this race and get some points, which would be very, very important for us, I would say. This sector right here, obviously, is where we're fastest. Chandra crashed, not Chandra, the Magic the Gathering Planeswalker. This is the Hindu. Oh, Canet! Fuck me, Canet, man. That's what you get for having that neck tattoo. I was saying Chandra is the Indian. I don't even know if he's like the first Indian racer in the World Championships. He might not even be Indian, so I apologize if he isn't. For some reason, I'm thinking he is. I'm just wondering if he's the first Indian racer to be in Moto2 or Moto3, MotoGP, the World Championship classes. So let me know in the comments if you know that answer. If he's not an Indian, then I apologize. You know, it is what it is. I'm stupid, so it's very likely that he's not. He's probably, you know, from like fucking Buruzo in Sardinia or some shit somehow, but it is what it is. We're somehow in 8th position, fighting with Fernandez for 7th. Unfortunately, it's still lap 1. I really wish this was like a, I don't know, a NASCAR track or something like that where it's 30 seconds long. But unfortunately, we don't have that luxury, and we're gonna have to do 5 painstakingly long laps around this bullshit track. But 6th position, I'm fine with that as of right now. Much like Austria, if I could sign on the dotted line for 6th position for this damn track, I would accept it. Unfortunately, I don't think there's any chance in hell we have the same kind of success we had in Austria, where we almost actually won the race despite hating the track. I don't think that's really going to be the case here in Silverstone. So 6th position is probably the best we can really hope for. I mean, yes, they're right there, but the issue is I don't have the confidence on this track to push, to take the risks, to really get ourselves as close as possible to them. So it leaves me in the position where I want to push, but I also don't want to just do something that's going to be disastrous. As we head into lap 2, we have gained a little bit on Bezzecchi, and this is where, if we're going to gain on anybody, it's going to be right here. I mean, just look at this. Got it all slowing down right in front of us. Baldassarri coming. See, we had to hit the brakes there, and it really cost us. Bezzecchi's right there. Could get past him. Ooh, don't want to even clip him, because if you clip somebody with this rain, we're more than likely we're both fucked, and we want to avoid that as much as possible. Bezzecchi looking good though, like he's consistently up here. He's just not really a contender for the title, unfortunately. As we try to dive under Garzol, we had to just kind of slow down a little bit because there was a solid chance of us crashing out if we'd have gone a little bit too hard. And we have to be very, very careful right here. This is a turn that really finesses me a lot of times, the chicane. I always end up doing that, going really wide and hopefully cutting in. Okay, we almost pulled the Paul Espargaro again, but there was really not much we could do. You have to get back on track somehow, and sometimes that involves taking a risk. Luckily, we didn't crash out our teammate, and we have a chance once again to try to dive under Garzol. We're gonna get it this time. I feel like no, he still has the right line. He still has he's still in a better position. Probably gonna get a better drive coming out of there too. And this oh shit. Okay, coming out of it okay. This chicane isn't anywhere near as annoying as the other one, and we come out of it pretty nicely. We could get a nice drive coming out of this little dink to the left, and we could possibly gain. This next corner is really, really hard for me because I don't know. Like if I'm trying to push, I want to brake a little bit later, but if I do, then I go flying, and if I don't, as you can see right there, I lost some ground. But it's just hard to see. Like this track is just so annoying, and it's like I said, the grips are frustratingly dark, and they're just bland. So you can't really, they aren't helpful, I would say, on a lot of situations. And that's really, really annoying to me. But I think we're gonna have actually a pretty decent time right here. Maybe the fastest lap. No, not quite. Yeah, we do have the fastest lap of the race so far, which is pretty damn good considering how much I hate this track. So far, so good. 4th position. Going into our best part. We can actually take the lead right here. If we dive under Schroeder, we're going to get a penalty. No. Oh, that really cost us big time. Oh, please don't get crashed out. Okay. That really cost us big time. Made a huge mistake right there. We could have been in 1st right now, but we're all the way back down to 4th. But they're still right there. They're not really going to pull away unless we make mistakes, because the conditions on the track are such to where there is no improving your times for the most part. So we just have to do our thing and be calm and wait for the right moment and just don't crash out. Because if we do crash out, then that's going to be devastating for our championship. Obviously, we'd still have a pretty big lead because the worst comes to worst, we have a 50-point advantage. But 50 points are a lot less than 75, let me tell you. Oh, shit. Cutting back in track once again, barely avoiding getting crashed or crashing out or / getting crashed out by somebody. Have to try to use Bezzecchi, our teammates, to pull us forward a little bit, because we continue to just drop just make these huge mistakes. They're really costing us a lot, and they're stupid mistakes too. They aren't even things like that was we're in a bit of a battle. We're just all alone making these dumb mistakes. Our cornering is really, really off right now, setting us up poorly for the chicane. And the second part of the chicane, we actually do okay. We're going to get a bad drive coming out of it, but they're still right there. And like, as long as they're right there, the confidence that we can actually do something is still relatively existing. It's just, now we have to go down to power 1. I mean, we have it on power 2. Eventually we have to go to power 1 because I just feel like it's not worth the risk of running out of fuel to gain a few extra points. I mean, yes, winning is obviously a huge thing, but especially on this track, but it's not really worth risking having an empty fuel tank, you know what I'm saying? So once we get to 1.5, more or less, we'll probably drop down. I feel like that's usually the sweet spot. 1.8 is fine, I would say 2, so we're going to just go ahead and keep it there. Try not to crash out. Oof. It's really fucking pouring right now. It's really, really hard to keep any traction. Navarro and Schroeder, we can potentially get past both of them, and of course we make the same mistake as last time. Could potentially get us involved in a crash. Thankfully it doesn't. Oh, almost crashing out by the side of the end ourselves. And in comes whoever that is, Garzo, taking advantage, taking third position, looks like, too. But we can pass both of them, and we're able to. And right now we're looking okay. Navarro, he's in second. He's not a threat at all to the championship, so who cares? But we want to get close to Schroeder. We don't want to lose to him 2 races in a row, maybe give him some confidence. That would be frustrating. I have to be nice and gentle here on the brakes. Oof, Schroeder almost crashing us out. And we have first position in Silverstone, something I just never would have expected to be the case. Obviously, we lose it immediately, but we still have it at least. At least we have had it, which is all right. Getting it once again, and we just have to be defensive right now. We have to get in first position and be defensive. No mistakes, and just do our thing. And not do anything stupid. Like right here, if we can come out of this turn right here in the lead, and there's a chance, man, we can actually do something for the rest of this race. Even though I will say, a lot of times it's better to have somebody in front of you in a track that you don't like or you're not confident in, because at least you have somebody to follow and know, you know, like brake here and all that stuff. So you can kind of use them as a reference. And hitting the brakes way too late, way too late. See what I mean? Like, I have to be focused on the alligator strip right there, and it's just, it backfired, and there we go. We crashed. We pulled in a spark rail. Crashing out with Luca Marini. Damn it. Went from potentially winning this disgusting race to having no chance in hell of doing so. And we didn't even crash out Schroeder in the process, so absolutely devastating. And we crash out again. How, man? How? How is that a crash? Makes no sense. We're just rolling, keep rolling, keep rolling. Oh, and of course, again, Stefano Manzi this time. 3 crashes in the span of a couple of turns. Just wow. Just wow. And there you go, from first to essentially last, because everybody else is probably in the hospital. Bubba has infinite abilities to survive damage, at least, so there's that. And now it's just a matter of getting through the fucking track. Sorry, guys, I really am sorry. Can't believe that I made that mistake in the lead. Really cost us. And that sucks, because that could have been a guaranteed title at this point, because after this one, there's really nothing else except for maybe Aragon that I feel like is a track that I'm not even slightly good at. So, hugely disappointed with the way this is going to end this weekend, because it was overall pretty decent, you know. Overall, it was looking like we were going to be okay. I mean, we had the chance of getting a few points after qualifying. It looked like we could potentially get a few points, you know, and then the race was going extremely well. Much like Austria, we were up front, we were first, and we were doing our thing, but then Bubba happened, and we made a huge mistake and pulled in a spark rail, didn't pay attention while cutting back in the track, and it definitely cost us. And as you can see, interest and confidence are extremely low at this point for the rest of the race. Just kind of trying to get through the rest of it, and we crash again. Shocker. True shocker. Honestly, words can't describe how much this hurts, because for the first time I think in my life, I was on the verge of winning a race on Silverstone, and now we're last. Baldassarri wins, at least there's that. So Schroeder doesn't get 25 points, so if anything, he's only gained 20. So at the closest, he'll be 55 points back, which is still a nice amount for us. it is far from ideal considering the gap we just had, but I guess it is what it is. Can't be too upset because we still have a nice gap, and yeah, there you go. I saw like 2-minute 40 lap time. Really shit, but oh well. Schroeder finished 6th. We got bailed out somehow. Maybe that crash that we had ended up but he was way up there. He was not involved in that crash in any way. So yeah, we have a clean conscience there, that's for sure. We have a 65-point lead, so we only gained 10 points. Marini didn't really gain too much either, so we're fine. At this point, we are completely fine. I feel like we have pretty much all the tools to go on and win this championship and not really make any mistakes. I think next up is going to be Thailand, and then maybe Aragon or Mateji. I think we're going to be around there, so definitely feeling confident. Definitely feeling very confident for the rest of this season. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, and let me know if you actually like this damn track, because I'm curious to see if there's anybody on Earth that actually likes this track, because I've never talked to anybody who does. So let me know if you do. If you enjoyed the video, please hit the like button, subscribe, hit the notification bell. I don't know if I already said that, but if I did, oh well. And I'll see you in the next video, guys. Thanks for watching.